Hey everyone, Paul James here. We have a new bill that has been introduced which would give most Americans $2,000 a month throughout the remainder of this pandemic. It also would include a back pay up to $12,000, okay? We've got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to get into that, but I want you to do me a favor right now and do everyone a favor and share this video to your socials, Facebook, whatever it may be, so that everyone can be in the know on what's going on with this new $2,000 a month stimulus deal. All right, so let's get into the details. So Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell mentioned that the talks of the $1,200 stimulus deal that they were originally proposing were going stale. And now it appears that that second wave of stimulus payments for the $1,200 is dead for now. However, this is where the news comes in. A group of senators have proposed a brand new bill that would pay most Americans $2,000 a month. Okay, so before we talk about that, we need to talk about the fallout of that initial $1,200 deal and kind of how this all transpired. So Republicans and Democrats, they came to an agreement last week that they would have a deadline on Friday, that they would, come to an agreement before Friday, before they went to recess. And of course, we know now that that did not happen. So this led to President Trump issuing a storm of executive orders. And these executive orders, if you don't know, they covered things like payroll taxes, unemployment. And what wasn't covered? Well, what wasn't covered was that second wave of the $1,200 stimulus payments that Americans, many of them, were hoping for. So here's what's going on. There's now been a new stimulus package proposed for $2,000 a month indefinitely throughout this pandemic. So until it would end, most Americans would basically get that $2,000 a month. Now, I'm going to tell you what I know about this deal right now so far. But be sure to subscribe, turn notifications on, because things are likely to change fast with this deal as they negotiate and things go on. And I'm going to be staying up to date on the news, and I will make sure to update you as soon as I can, as soon as it happens. Okay, so the senators that teamed up on this new bill are Bernie Sanders, Ed Markey, and Kamala Harris, which if you haven't heard the news by now, I mean, who hasn't heard the news? It's been everywhere. But Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's new running mate for vice president. So this new plan that has been introduced is going to be called the Monthly Economic Crisis Support Act. Now, not only would Americans on this plan secure $2,000 a month throughout the duration of the pandemic, but it would actually go back in time and it would secure back pay. Yes, you heard that right. Back pay from when the pandemic started. So Americans would essentially receive these $2,000 a month payments all the way back in March when this started. So that would total up to about $12,000 per person in back pay that would be owed to them under this new plan. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this new plan? Is this something that you think would be a good idea, or is this something that you think would be a terrible idea? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested in reading it and seeing what you think. Now, in regards to the talks of the previous $1,200 deal for the second wave of stimulus checks that was originally being talked about, when Mitch McConnell announced that that deal had gone stale, that caused the stock market also to start to fall. We were starting to see it trend up, and now it started to fall again. So they're low right now, and chances are that they will probably rise again. Now, if you haven't yet, go in the link in the description and sign up for Webull. You get 2 free stocks. And basically, you can take these stocks and you can cash them out for money. It's kind of like free money. All right, so to recap of what we know so far, Mitch McConnell announced that the deal with the $1,200 a month was going stale, causing stock market to kind of go down. But a group of senators proposed a new bill, Bernie Sanders, Ed Markey, Kamala Harris, Biden's new running mate, for $2,000 a month in stimulus checks moving forward indefinitely throughout the remainder of this pandemic, which would also cover back pay from when the pandemic started in March, which would total up to about $12,000 a person. All right, now I will keep you updated as soon as we hear any new news. Be sure to subscribe, have bell notification turned on so you get updated of all the news that comes out, and also share this video on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever, so that we make sure we get this out and everyone knows about what is going on with the stimulus checks and this new stimulus package. I'm Paul James here signing off. I'll see you in the next update.